2010. This little down under band, we were touring America then. North and south, up and down the East Coast. Hard, fun, and tough, and there are things you remember most. In a New Jersey town, a friendly voice called out like a familiar sound. Took us on into their home, the mighty ever-loving Bumpskey Radio and TV show. Mighty ever-loving Bumpskey Radio. For all your love and kindness, helping people shine. For all bands like us, you giving up your time. We all thank you and wish you so well. Bumpskey, happy 25. Bumpskey, happy 25. Bumpskey, happy 25. Happy 25, Bumpskey.
Was a young boy, my father said to me, never take for granted your gift of liberty. Remember all the people who suffered for your rights. Ask the Lord for courage should you ever have to fight. But now our freedom's threatened, knock them overseas. It comes from all around us and spreads like a disease. It's polarizing neighborhoods, churches, and the state. Focus on identity, and all you get is hate. Celebrate, stop the hate. You gotta work it out and live to congregate, collaborate. You gotta change the world and make it celebrate. Stop the hate. You gotta work it out and live to congregate, collaborate. You gotta change the world. Why, tell me why, when I open up my eyes, I see violence all around. And watching the news, yeah, I always get the blues. All this fighting gets me down. People in high places who cannot get their fill, they must divide the races, no matter who gets killed. It's all about more power, prestige and control. They'll offer you protection in exchange for your soul. Celebrate, stop the hate. You gotta work it out and live to congregate, collaborate. You gotta change the world and make it celebrate. Stop the hate. You gotta work it out and live to congregate, collaborate. You gotta change the world and make it better. You gotta change the world and make it better. You gotta change the world and make it better. You gotta change the world and make it better.
What makes us strong is not the diversity, it's actually the unity. What makes us strong is not the differences, it's actually the harmony. What makes us strong is, can we bring people from different backgrounds and combine them when actually those backgrounds are not as important? E pluribus unum. It means out of many, one.
Celebrate, stop the hate. You gotta work it out and live to congregate, collaborate. You gotta change the world and make it celebrate. Stop the hate. You gotta work it out and live to congregate, collaborate. You gotta change the world and make it celebrate. Stop the hate. You gotta work it out and live to congregate, collaborate. You gotta change the world and make it celebrate. Stop the hate. You gotta work it out and live to congregate, collaborate. You gotta change the world and make it better. You gotta change the world and make it better. You gotta change the world and make it better. You gotta change the world and make it better.
Brian Coyne. Change the world. Well, that's what we're going to try and do tonight. We're going to try and change the world. Thank you for joining me. Yes, we're going to talk about tonight how in the world of business, elderly people are being cut out of the picture. That's right. Elderly people are being totally cut out of the picture because I don't know why. Maybe because jobs are drying up and young people want more jobs. But any elderly person that doesn't work in a supermarket or a Home Depot or a Lowe's, those are the jobs available to elderly people. Your grandmother, your parents, they get the shitty jobs. And then on top of that, not only do they get the shitty jobs, but then they get abused by the people in power, be it a big corporation or a small business. And unfortunately, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. I don't understand it. We live in a time where it's okay to abuse elderly people. And well, I guess because the family is broken apart and nobody really cares about family anymore. We live in a world where people don't give a shit about family. Oh, I didn't even say anything yet and I got people texting. Yeah, okay. Thanks for checking in. I got people checking in with me on my phone now. Yeah, so we live in a world where elderly people are treated as slaves because they have nowhere to go. Basically, if you're lucky enough to get a job that isn't in a supermarket or isn't in a Lowe's or a Home Depot, and you're over 50 years old, you're doing pretty good. Unless you're some rich white fuck who's got a lot of money. Then you can do whatever you want to anybody. And it's okay. You can treat them like shit and make them your personal slave. And that's okay. Because nobody cares. Nobody cares. So, unfortunately, I have high blood pressure. So I can't get too excited at once. So what do you say we play a song? And I'm going to talk about my personal experience. Because I do have a personal experience with what I'm talking about. A business fucking over an elderly guy. So I'm going to tell my personal story. So those of you who say, Jerry, you never tell us about your personal life. Well, tonight is all about Jerry. How's that? So let me play a couple of songs. This way I can get my blood pressure down a little bit. So first we're going to play Reluctant Zero. Because I'm depressed as shit. I am so fucking depressed. I put a year into a company. I was an elderly slave. And I pretty much got fucked up the ass without any lubrication. So I'm totally pissed. So here, I gotta calm down. You see me? I'm shaking. All right, so I gotta calm down. So let's play a couple of tunes. I need my therapy. Because you guys know music is my therapy. I'm going to take a couple of deep breaths, and then I'm going to come back and try and explain why businesses are allowed to fuck over elderly people. And nobody cares. And we should all be ashamed of it. There was a time where elders were held as the highest on the planet. Like when I was growing up, I was taught, respect your elders, Jerry. And even if they were beating you, you respected them. Even as they were punching you, you just stood there and said, thank you, Dad. That's so nice of you. Thank you for thinking of me, Dad. You're too kind, Dad. Yes. What a different world it is. So stay tuned. I'm going to get into my ugly story. It's going to be good, I promise. I'm going to give you all the details. You won't be wondering about anything when I'm done. I got fired today. I got fucking fired today. Can you believe that? Ugh. What a world we live in. Anyway, I'm so depressed, so let's do Reluctant Zero. This is too dark.
People come, people go every day. Oh, but I really thought you'd stay. And if I had another heart for you to break, oh, I'd probably make the same mistake. 'Cause I never loved someone so much who I could not know. I didn't see the ice on the road till way after the snow. Do you even remember me? Would time erase your memory? 'Cause it's gotten too dark for me to see. Yeah, it's gotten too dark for me to see. Now the bad days are few and far between. But what the hell does that even mean? You tore a chunk out of my soul, and the wound stays fresh as I grow old. 'Cause I never loved someone so much who I could not know. I didn't see the ice on the road till way after the snow. Remember me? Or did time erase your memory? 'Cause it's gotten too dark for me to see. Yeah, it's gotten too dark for me to see. One night we'll become friends. Come to think, isn't that how our story begins? And now we both know how it ends. Oh, 'cause I never loved someone so much who I could not know. Didn't see the ice on the road till way after the snow. Do you even remember me? Or did time erase your memory? 'Cause it's gotten too dark for me to see. Yeah, it's gotten too dark for me to see.
Reluctant Zero. All right, we got to get out of this funk. I want to rock. The Stone Coyotes.
Ring, ring at the telephone. It's the lady of the house. just want to rock.
Right. Stone Coyotes, one more song and my full story. Coming up next, don't go anywhere. That's the Stone Coyotes, I Wanna Rock.
Told you this was the last time you'd cross my boundary line, oh no. There you go again. To leave my number, don't call. I'm tired of your bitching, I've heard it all. Look at me now. Beg me on your hands and knees. Too bad I'm such a tease. Oh no, I'm gonna turn you on. Now you're running away. I'm sorry I couldn't stay. You just pissed me off. 3 years too long. You're gonna hate this song. It's not my problem. Tied me up, you pinned me down. You took my emotions and threw 'em around. Oh no, you think you got me off. I'm not your puppet, play your charade. I'm tired of your dumb, stupid games. Oh no, I think I won this way. Now you're running away. I'm sorry I couldn't stay. You just pissed me off. 3 years too long. You're gonna hate this song. It's not my problem. No, you don't want me. Oh, you'll need me when you hit the ground. No, you don't want me. Oh, you'll need me when you hit the ground. No, you don't want me. Oh, you'll need me when you hit the ground.
Anti-Groupies. They're from La La Land. So the Anti-Groupies, they're from L.A. Before the Anti-Groupies, we heard the Stone Coyotes. I'm still so upset. I haven't slept in 2 days, so I apologize. The Stone Coyotes, I Wanna Rock. And we started it off with Reluctant Zero and Too Dark. Yeah, I haven't slept for 2 days. I played the Anti-Groupies, Not My Problem, because that's pretty much what the owner of the company I worked for, after somebody called in a bogus call to the police saying that I was a sexual deviant / pedophile. And my boss said to me, not my problem. Your problem, Jerry. Not my problem. So, yeah, so that's pretty funny, right? Boy. Oh, so I got someone trying to get into the show. Let me see if I can get her in real quick. She works for one of the news groups, so it's worth doing this. So I apologize. Just give me 1 second. It won't take very long. But it's one of the reporters that's trying to get in. And they said that they couldn't get in. So this will take no time at all. She says that it's not coming up for her, but I do see people listening. And I have heard from a couple of listeners, so thank you very much. Let me get the link, copy the link, and go over here and paste the link. And paste the link. All right, so let me let this news person get in. So we'll give it one more second. So if you want to follow along and you have Craigslist, bring up Craigslist and search for an escape room job, because I'm sure it's up on Craigslist today. And you'll be able to see the ad that I saw when I applied for the job. And like I said, the show tonight is about elderly people and how they're treated like slaves. And so this is where the story starts. So I see an ad for a job in an escape room. I'm not going to say names. I'm not going to say the company. I'm not going to say anything. All right? We're going to be generic. But we're going to tell the whole truthful story. So the ad says, start at like $15.50, but quickly work your way up to $18 an hour once you're trained. Okay. So I'm like, okay, so I understand people have to see if you're good or not. You know, they have to see if you fit in, all that good stuff. So I'm okay with that. So I go for the job, and I'm told it was going to be in one place. And so I'm like, okay, it's 20 minutes from my house. This is good. I could do this. Fine. So I go to work. I go through training. I get trained in the one place. Then I'm told, oh, wait, no, you have to know all the places before you're going to get a raise. So I learned like two places. I learned 2 places. And they have a whole bunch of games. And I learned that. And I run parties. And then I get the big bump up to $16.50 an hour. I'm driving my car all over. I'm on call. So even when I'm not working, I have to sit around my house, and I can't even go take a shit because I'm supposed to get a 2-hour notice when there's a booking. And the owner of the company, if he can make 10 cents, he'll take the fucking booking. He doesn't give a fuck if you get killed to get there. Oh, you want a booking in 17 minutes? No problem. All my people live like 45 minutes away, but I'll take the fucking booking so I can make 32 cents. So you take the bookings, and regardless if on the TV and on the news they're telling you don't go out and drive your car, it's a weather emergency, only necessary people should be on the road. Well, you're necessary because you run a fucking escape room. That's necessary fucking personnel. So I wind up learning 2 of the locations, and then I wind up learning all the locations. Still no raise. Still no word of a raise. Nothing. Nada. Lies upon lies upon lies upon lies. Just constantly being lied to. Because I'm finding out from other people that it's all lies. Lies upon lies upon lies. And it's amazing. So, I see that I can't really go anywhere else. I'm older. ShopRite's hiring. Home Depot is hiring. Lowe's is hiring. Nobody else really wants to hire old people. And robots are taking all those jobs away. So you're pretty much fucked. So you better fuck over a lot of people and make a lot of fucking money. Because you're going to be screwed when you get older. So that's the story of me taking the job. So now let's get to the current part of the story. So, I guess I should talk about this. I drove in a flood once. One time during a blizzard, I slept in a chair, an office chair, because I knew if I went home, I wasn't going to make it back. And I knew my boss would fire me if I didn't make it back one time, because he's made it perfectly clear that he was going to fire me all the time. So, yeah, so if I didn't, oh, Jerry, you don't want to drive in a flood? Well, we don't know exactly where the flood is going to be. Yeah, that's the idea of flash floods, dude. You don't know where the flood is going to be. So it's dangerous everywhere, you fucking moron. Why do you think they tell you not to travel? Because they don't know where the water's going to go. Oh, well, you know, the flood's not everywhere. You'll be fine. Just like they told the people in the World Trade Center they'd be fine. So this is what the guy's telling me on the phone. As I'm sitting in a fucking torrential downpour in the parking lot of my condominium, it might not even rain. Dude, can't you hear the rain bouncing? I could barely hear you. That's how hard it's raining. Oh, it might not even rain. It's not my problem. Not my problem. The anti-groupies. So yes, I slept in a chair in the snow. I used to, like, let's say I'd have a booking at 10 in the morning from 10 to 11 in the morning. I would sit there and not get paid until 10 o'clock at night because I couldn't afford the gas to get to and from work and to be able to eat and do all those things. Sound like slavery? Sounds like slavery to me. So I'd sit at work waiting and hoping for a booking to come in so I could make more money. It cost me about, I don't know, $10 a day to get to work. So if I got one booking, here, you figure it out. You were allowed to clock in an hour before the booking and stay for a half hour to clean up after the booking. So if I got a booking at $15.50 an hour, I was allowed to get 2.5 hours. So that's let's say $40, right? Just for the sake of argument. So $40 I would make. It would cost me $10 in gas. And then there was no refrigerator anywhere, so you couldn't bring any food with you. So you'd have to buy food somewhere. And the cheapest thing you could buy, like, is, I don't know, 2 slices of pizza for like $7 or $8. So you're easily over $10 for food. So that's $20. The wear and tear on your car. So I was making like, I don't know, $12 a booking. But I still was a loyal employee and I believed the bullshit. And I thought, well, Jerry, if you work hard and you're going to get up to that $18 an hour and they're going to see how good you are. Oh, and let me go to some of the reviews about me. Let's talk about, you might say, well, Jerry, maybe you're not really a good employee. Everybody go, well, no, I don't want to do that. Sorry. Hold on a second. Hold on there. Yeah, so let's read some of the reviews about Jerry and see if he was anywhere near a good employee. Because, maybe that was the problem. Maybe I got fired because I wasn't a good employee. Although that wasn't the reason I was told. I was told because I was unreliable. Unreliable. By the way, I've been working for the company 11 months. I missed one day. I never missed a booking. Never missed a booking. And I missed one day. I talked to this other guy. He's like, yeah, I missed a bunch of bookings. Oh, and look, they're calling me back to work today. So that argument won't hold weight with unemployment. Because I'll get him to write a statement that he missed multiple bookings, missed them, just didn't show up. And they called them back because I got fired. What a bunch of morons. I gotta tell you. All right, so let's see. This is after I was accused of being a pedophile or / sexual predator yesterday by somebody upstairs who wasn't even at the location. And she called the police and said that I was a sexual predator / pedophile. So this is the booking I did after the police questioned me about that. We had such a great time. This is our second escape room at this location with Jerry. Jerry was our game master both times, and he's wonderful. This time, we did the blank with 4 people. It was challenging enough that it was still fun and not impossible. Let's read another one right after being questioned by the police for being a sexual predator / pedophile. Went back for a second game. This one has so much fun and easier than Wonka was. I highly recommend Jerry. He is great. All right. So let's look at another review from yesterday. Amazing experience working as a team. We really enjoyed the challenge. Amazing staff. Thank you. I was running 2 parties at the same time, and that's what one of the parties wrote in. I was running a children's party with food. And here's another thing. This is pretty funny. Every time I would run a party or like a team building event, the group would go to me, "Oh, Jerry, you're awesome. We were told by booking that they take 20% out tip for you. Make sure you get your tip from the booking people." And I never said anything. Never said anything. And guess what? I never got a tip. Never got that 20%. So if you're watching tonight and you held a party and you know where I work, I never got the 20%. Never. A lot, and I know the owner, like ran a party yesterday, and he gets a 20% tip. So that's interesting. A lot of fun, and Jerry was great. Jerry gave great service and was very helpful during the game. Really fun and challenging. Really test your knowledge, and overall had a great time. Let's see. We did the blank, and it was so fun. We thought it was the perfect level of difficulty for 4 adults. Jerry was a great game master. Sounds like a pedophile / sexual predator to me, doesn't he? We would definitely come back. Great puzzles, an amazing worker to help if needed. Would highly recommend. Thank you. Amazing worker. Let's see what else we got. Jerry was kind and informative. Did the wah bah bah bah. Such a fun but challenging escape room. The wah bah 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 room was great. Jerry was a great game master. Highly recommended. Oh, I'm going to go on because let's get all this on the record. Here's another one. Jerry was a fantastic game master for my daughter's 10th birthday. Sounds like a child molester to me. Sounds like a pedophile to me. The girls had a fantastic time. Thank you, Jerry and Douchebag Company. Look at that. Jerry was great. Lots of fun. Had a great weekday visit. Oh, they don't mention my name in that one, so I won't read it. Jerry was great, very fun. I had such a great time. This was the most complex escape room I have done. But Larry, which is Jerry, was there to help us. We only finished half the room, but we'll be back. So they didn't even solve the game, and they still had a great time. Let's read some more. We had a ton of fun, and Jerry was such an amazing game master who made the experience very enjoyable for us. Look at that. Oh, we lost 2 viewers. Wow. I guess some people can't handle the truth, huh? We had a blast in the blah blah room experience. It was fun and challenging. It made for a fun Sunday. Disconnected from devices. Jerry was a great host and kept the kids engaged. We'll be back to try some of the other rooms. Look at that. Look at that. I could go on. I don't want to bore you. So there's dozens of positive reviews. We did the blank, and Jerry was nice and helpful. Sounds like a sexual predator to me. From the moment we walked in, it was clear that Jerry was not just an escape room master, but the backbone of the entire experience. Oh, I like this one. He greeted us with genuine enthusiasm, immediately setting a welcoming and energetic tone that made us feel excited rather than nervous. His instructions were clear, thorough, and perfectly paced, detailed enough that we felt prepared, but delivered with humor and warmth that kept things fun. Throughout the experience, Jerry was exceptionally attentive. He clearly paid close attention to how our group was progressing, offering hints that were perfectly timed. They never felt intrusive or like giveaways. Instead, they nudged us just enough to keep the momentum going while still letting us feel the satisfaction of solving puzzles ourselves. That balance is incredibly hard to strike, and Jerry absolutely nailed it. What really stood out was how invested he was in our success and enjoyment. He adapted his guidance to our group's skill level, noticed when we were overthinking something, and even picked up on moments when morale dipped, stepping in an encouragement or a well-placed hint to get us back on track. It felt less like we were being monitored and more like we had a knowledgeable ally rooting for us behind the scenes. Jerry's professionalism was matched by his personality. He was friendly, patient, and clearly passionate about what he does. After the room, he took time to walk us through what we did well, explained puzzles we struggled with, and answered every question with enthusiasm. It never felt rushed or scripted, just authentic and thoughtful. Overall, Jerry elevated the escape room from a fun activity to a truly memorable experience. His attentiveness, kindness, and mastery of the game made a huge difference, and it's clear that he genuinely cares about every group having an amazing time. If you're lucky enough to have Jerry as your escape room master, you're in excellent hands. I couldn't have wrote that. I wouldn't even write a review like that about me. And that was like I think a 12-year-old kid. Once again, doesn't sound like a sexual deviant, sexual predator, pedophile. Doesn't sound like any of those things to me. So let's get to the story. So last Sunday, a week ago today, I'm throwing 2 parties, as you heard when I read the reviews, right? I'm throwing 2 parties, and one of the parties is supposed to get a pizza delivery. So, as I'm doing the parties, I kind of see a pizza guy go by, but there's a party room upstairs, and they also get pizza deliveries. So I don't think anything of it. So the pizza's supposed to show up at a certain time. When it doesn't, I'm supposed to contact my supervisor. I contact my supervisor. He contacts the owner. Bumpskey told me to be nice, so thank you, Bumpskey. So she told me to contact the owner. Well, no, wait. I contact the supervisor, which is my job, and the supervisor contacts the owner. So now I'm not hearing from anybody, so I physically call the supervisor, and I'm like, listen, I'm running 2 parties. There's no pizza. Where's the pizza? Is it coming? Oh, the owner wants you to go upstairs and verify that the pizza was delivered upstairs, because the pizza parlor is saying that they delivered it to the wrong place, but he wants you to go verify. And I say to the supervisor, no, I don't want to do it. I'm running 2 parties. I don't want to do it. And he goes, Jerry, do me a favor. I'm in the other building. I can't come over and do it. Can you please just do it for me? And I go, okay, I'll go up and find out if there's pizza. So I go up, and I go up and I wait by the door, and nobody comes to the door. So then I go inside, and I find one of the workers, and I say, excuse me, that's our pizza that everybody in the room is eating. And she starts to get loud and goes, no, it's not. My boss, Darcy, I'll use that name. My boss, Darcy, ordered the pizza and paid for it. It's our pizza. And I go, no, it's not. We called the pizza company, and they said they delivered it to the wrong place. That's our pizza. Now, at this point, there's 2 other workers that are starting to surround me upstairs. So I decide, being the adult, that it's not smart to start anything. Because in 2026, if you start a scene, everybody pulls out a cell phone and starts filming it, right? So you're going to get filmed. And I don't know if there's cameras in this place or not. You would think a place that has parties for little kids has at least security cameras, but I don't know. And I leave. So I go downstairs to my room. I have a party room on the 2nd floor. This other party's up on the 3rd floor. And I'm running my party. And all of a sudden, this high school kid just walks in the room and door dashes me. He takes his phone and he goes like this. And there's some woman on the phone screaming at me. And it's this Darcy woman who I don't even work for. It's bad enough I got to put up with my own boss, but now I got to put up with the boss from another party company. So as he's doing this with the phone in my face, I just take my finger and I hit the red dot and I hang up. And he's like, oh, what you did was unacceptable. How dare you come up? This is like a 17, 18-year-old like football player or wrestler. Big kid. How dare you come upstairs? And he keeps on stepping towards me. And stepping towards me. So then finally, I go to him, listen. He's getting all hot. I didn't invite you in the room. Please leave. So he turns around. He starts walking down the hallway. And he's still yelling stuff. And I have customers. So I go out into the hallway. And down to the hallway to where their hallway starts. And I go, listen. If you want to go outside and talk about it, we could talk about it. It's our pizza. We checked with the pizza company, but I'm more than happy to talk to you about it. And he's getting all puffed up again, and he's like, oh, what are you trying to start a fight with a minor? And then at that point, I turn around, I go back to my party room, and I call the police. Because I get paid $16.50 an hour not to put up with this bullshit. Now, the boss, oh, I forgot this part. My boss and the boss upstairs have been feuding for a while. I know this because one day I walked in and we have a closet, or where I worked has a closet on the floor that we're on. And when I went there, I saw one of the employees emptying out the closet. And this closet had like a popcorn machine, a cotton candy machine, a snow cone machine. And I'm like, what are you doing, dude? And he's like, oh, the owner told me to empty the closet out and throw everything in the dumpster. And I look at him and I go, what are you, out of your mind? If you throw all that stuff in the dumpster, they're going to be so pissed. And we're the ones that are going to have to deal with it. Not the fucking boss. The boss is having fucking $24 hot chocolates in blizzards in Times Square. While we're fucking driving here to take care of his customers. Or he's at Cabo. The boss is at fucking Cabo on vacation. So he doesn't care if the lady upstairs gets fucking pissed off. So the guy was like, yeah, you know what, Jerry, you're right. I'm not going to throw it in the garbage. I'll just leave it here in the hallway. So I saved all this lady's equipment upstairs. So I know they're warring. So before I call the police, actually, I text my boss and I go, listen, I'm going to call the police. It's out of control. And he goes, well, Jerry, if you feel like you need to call the police, once again, showing the backbone that he has. Well, Jerry, like, instead of being like, how dare they, Jerry? You're such a good employee. I know that you're not the problem. But of course, this guy only cares about his bookings and his money. He doesn't give a fuck about me. I'm just some old fucking slave for him to use. Just like in slavery times, just like with the African Americans. They weren't people. They were possessions. I'm a possession. I'm not a person. I'm not an employee. I'm a possession. So the cops show up from another town. Not even the cops from the town that I'm in. The cops from another town show up. And they're like, oh, can we help you? What's going on? And I tell the officer what happened, and he's got a body camera on, and he films the whole thing. And then he goes upstairs. And then the husband of the owner upstairs, Darcy, comes up the steps and starts going, oh, the cops are here. The cops are here because of you. As I got customers in my room, and he's yelling this as he's walking down the hallway. The cops are here because of you. Now, everybody thinks that I did something. That's why the cops are there. Defamation of character, right? Is that the definition or not? So he goes upstairs, and along with, and when he goes upstairs, I see a cop from my town come in. And he comes in, he takes my statement, and he goes upstairs. And then the first cop is leaving from the other town, and he goes to me, oh, you might want to make sure you talk to the cop from your town, because they're telling a totally different story upstairs. You think they're telling you that they stole pizza from another company? And then, what do you think they're telling you? Especially some guy who wasn't even there is telling you shit. The guy wasn't even there, the guy's husband, the husband of Darcy. Wasn't even fucking there. And he's talking to the cops. So I'm like, listen, you got me on body camera. They got me on body camera. I don't need to talk to anybody else. I told you the story. That's the story. So I go home that day. I don't work on Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, I'm at work. I have no money. I'm so broke that I think I'm eating a slice of pizza, maybe. I'm eating a slice of pizza. There's a knock on the door. It's another cop from the town that I'm in. And he comes in and he's like, listen, I'm just here to take your statement. I want to know what's going on. So this woman's been calling the cops or knows somebody in the town or whatever she's doing. So I'm the problem now. They stole pizza. My pussy ass boss didn't do anything about it. And this happened on Sunday. Do you think my boss showed up on Monday to talk to anybody in the town and straighten it out? No. Do you think he showed up on Tuesday to talk to anybody in the town or the police or whatever? No. Do you think he showed up on Wednesday to do it? No. Do you think he showed up on Thursday to do it? No. Do you think he showed up on Friday? No. Saturday? No. So he never did anything about it. So the cop, I tell him the story again. I give him my phone number. I give him my name. I give him everything. That's Wednesday night. Then Friday night, the police show up again. And they're like, oh, if you go upstairs, you're going to be trespassed against, and you better not go upstairs. And I go, listen, I didn't even want to go upstairs the first time. My fucking boss made me go upstairs. He knew it was going to be a problem, and he wanted to create a situation so he could get the landlord to throw her out. And he's using me as a pawn. That's what's going on here. So the guy's like, well, I don't know. Whatever it is, just don't go upstairs. And I go, no problem. I'm not going to go upstairs. Fine. Saturday comes. I got like all kinds of birthday parties. I got all kinds of stuff going on. We have a bathroom that belongs to us on the floor that we're on, and there's another bathroom that the people upstairs can use. So I've always been told, Jerry, whenever you're not in the building, and Jerry, whenever there's no customers, you lock the bathroom. We don't want anybody from upstairs using the bathroom. That's what the boss said. Okay. So I see the people from upstairs, a girl and another girl who's going to get dressed up as a character. They're standing out the side of the bathroom for a while. I take a picture of them from down the hallway, not near the bathroom. And I think they both see me taking the pictures because they know what they're doing is wrong. So as soon as they see me, they start running up the steps and stuff. So they know they're not supposed to be there. And what they're doing is wrong. So I send the pictures to my boss, and he doesn't respond. I go down the hallway. I lock the door. I go to talk to my supervisor. I go, listen, I don't want to be a part of this. I did what I was supposed to do. I took the pictures. Here they are. I don't want to be a part of this. And he goes, Jerry, don't worry about it. Smoke a cigarette, go back, and just open the bathroom and don't worry about it. So I was like, okay, fine. So I go outside, I smoke a cigarette. So from the time I left the building and locked the door to the time I went back to the building, it was about 7 minutes. I get to the front of the building where there's all kinds of customers and all kinds of people from the town, and there's 2 cops waiting for me. And I go, oh, is this about the bathroom? I always lock the bathroom when I leave. I'll go up and open the bathroom. And they go, oh, no. This is about, we got a call about something else. A sexual predator / pedophile call. Sexual predator / pedophile. Now, if I was to say that my boss was a sexual predator or a pedophile, he would hire a lawyer and sue me if I said that. Okay? So I'm like, are you kidding me? And they're like, oh yeah, somebody was taking pictures of girls in the hallway. And I go, these pictures? The ones that I sent to my boss to show him that they're using our bathroom? And he goes, oh, you're all the way down the hallway, aren't you? And I go, yeah. And he laughs, and he pretty much leaves. The other cop asked me to show him the party room. Can I see the escape room? I don't know if he's looking if I'm hiding kids or whatever. I'm like, look at whatever you want to look at. I don't care. So they leave. I contact my boss and I say, listen, you got to do something about this. I do not feel safe. You lie to me all the time. I don't want to talk to you. I'll answer any questions you want by text. You can text me any question you want, but I don't want to talk to you because I don't trust you. So last night, it's pretty much left at, let me just pull up the text. This way I'm getting this correct. So I send my boss a text and I say, let me get there. Hey, dumbass. I do not feel safe working for your company and will not be at work tomorrow. So if you have time to stop Darcy, you have time to stop Darcy from attacking me. It gives you Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. I will not be a part of this bullshit. Once again, I want to make it perfectly clear. I have been harassed by Darcy because I was asked to go upstairs, find out what happened to our pizza. I did not want to go upstairs. It was not my idea. I have been harassed by the Madison police because every time Darcy makes something up, they have to come. I feel unsafe because you aren't doing anything about it. For example, he had Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to do something about it. He did absolutely nothing about it. Didn't even call me and ask me if everything was okay. Didn't even have the fucking courtesy to fucking call me and ask me if everything was okay. I'm not going to be used. Let me know when Darcy has been dealt with. Have a good night. So I sent him that last night because I don't feel safe going to work. He sends back, I'm sorry you feel that way, Jerry. If you no longer wish to work for our company, that is sad. Now this guy thinks he's like Lucy on Charlie Brown. He thinks he's like some kind of fucking psychiatrist. Meanwhile, he's just some dude with his head up his ass. However, that also is completely up to you. I said, are you firing me? I don't see anything about me quitting anywhere in my text. You should read it again. It said that you're not protecting me. I don't feel safe at work. That's what it said. It didn't say anything about me quitting. Please let me know if I am fired so I can file for unemployment. Otherwise, be a reasonable business owner and protect your employees and supply a safe work environment. Is that too much to ask? A safe work environment? Don't I have to have that by law? I shouldn't even have to be asking for that. And then this morning I get this text. Good morning, Jerry. I have no desire to fire you. I offered to speak to you and you would not get on a call with me. Yeah, because you're a lying, wishy-washy a-hole. Why would I want to talk to you? You've been nothing but disrespectful to me the whole time I worked for you. You ripped me off. You stole money from me, and I'm not the first one. I'm not the first one you did it to, and I won't be the last. I'm sure that's a guarantee. I offered to speak to you, would not get on a call. That's right. I refused to talk to you. Because the guy would never talk to me. He had a week to call me about what happened. He never fucking called me. Then you refused to come into work today as scheduled. No, I didn't refuse to come into work. I said my workplace was unsafe and I was not coming to an unsafe workplace. That's what I said. If we can't rely on you to come to work, we cannot have you working with us. So there you go. He fired me. If we can't rely on you to come to work, we cannot have you working with us. Now, in a year, I never missed one booking. I never missed a booking ever. I did call out sick once, maybe twice. Never missed a booking. So I respond, not rely on me. A year as an employee begs to differ. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to look into elder abuse because I've worked 14-hour days with no breaks, no chance to eat, barely a chance to go to the bathroom. That sounds like the sweatshops of China, but no, it's the escape rooms of New Jersey. That's where you're going to find it, here in New Jersey. When you go to an escape room anywhere in New Jersey, you're going to find that. It's happening here in New Jersey. So, there you go. There's the story. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you the company I work with. I'm not going to tell you the names of the bosses. But they do owe me money. So if I don't get the money I'm owed, you might want to tune back in 2 weeks from now. And maybe my story will be a little different. Maybe I'll disclose names. Unless I hire a lawyer by then and he tells me not to. But if I don't get the money I'm owed, you will know it all. I'll be posting it all over their social media, all over Google, all over the place. I'll be posting the truth. So stay tuned as the saga continues. All right. I'm fucking unbelievably upset. I haven't slept in days. 2 days I haven't slept because of these assholes. The guy had a week to do something about it. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, if you're not going to talk to me, you had a whole fucking week to talk to me, asshole. Where were you? All right. Let's have a good time. What do you say? I say let's have a good time. Shelly Bouchard.
It's okay to clap if you feel like it. Right now. It's okay to clap if you want to get it right now. Because it's Friday. And that means that you're not going to work tomorrow. And that makes me very happy too. This song is for all you 95ers, 99ers, whatever your mom likes to call it. You know what it is.
Slave. He likes to call me slave, Shelly. Fucking Jerry the fucking slave.
I'm just looking for some good. I'm just trying to find a way to ease my mind. I'm just looking for some good. So sick and tired of you being out of thinking about the day I felt free. Don't say no word. I'm gonna get back again. Now another day is I'm just looking for the good. I'm just trying to find a way to ease my mind. I'm just looking for the good. So take that time to do the sacrifice. Still got me
Shelly Bouchon. I
I really
Ace of Cups, feel good.
Feel so good.
There's a whole lot of people trying to mess with your mind. When you were just a little child, they filled you in with every sin they could find. Telling you it's wrong to want my good loving. One way for you to know for sure. Does it feel good, baby? Tell me, how does it feel? Does it feel good, baby? How does it feel?
Feels like shit, ladies.
All these judgments you're hearing, don't let them get you down. Every generation carries something new to turn this world around. Don't you believe what everybody's laying on you? Have a little faith and find your way. Does it feel good, baby? Tell me, how does it feel? Does it feel good, baby? Baby, how does it feel? I really like it 'cause it makes me feel so good, all the time, so fine. I really like it 'cause it makes me feel so good, all the time, so fine. I woke up this morning, looked around, and what did I see? A whole lot of people rising up just like me. Mhm. Don't be afraid, you're not alone. Every one of us is going home. Does it feel good, baby? Tell me, how does it feel? Does it feel good, baby? Baby, how does it feel? So good. Does it feel good, baby? How does it feel? All the time, so fine. Does it feel good, baby? How does it feel? All the time, so fine. I really like it 'cause it makes me feel so good, all the time, so fine. I really like it 'cause it makes me feel so good, all the time, so fine. I really like it 'cause it makes me feel
Ace
so
of Cups, feel good. That's right, ladies. They're fucking us. Right, this is Heavy Feather. Right in my mind. I gotta get my mind right.
When I get old, start counting my days, living them slow, living in haze. But there's one thing that's clear, God is your grace. When I get old, I won't leave you behind. Remember my voice, so sweet and so kind. When I whisper to you, it's so bright in my mind.
heavy feather right in my mind, trying to get my mind right. All right, here's some Neil Fox. This is about the good in us. Unfortunately, my ex-boss had none of this. But there are people out there that have the good in them. You just gotta find them. Some people are just nasty, sleazy, and scummy. And that's all they'll ever be. That'll never change.
I heard the terrifying news today. The lady said that I was full of hate. She said our history would die away. She said that we were never really great. And then she said I'd never be her brother. That we would have to pay for what we've done. That we could never learn to live together. And life would be much better when we're gone. Oh, tell me what you see. Oh, are you a slave or are you free? We must open up our eyes long before we turn to dust. 'Cause the blind will never see good enough.
see. Tell me what you say.
It's not hard to see the good in all of us.
Right. Neil Fox talking about the good in us. Thank you, Neil. We'll have to see somebody's doing it. I know there are some good people. I keep on searching. So tonight we went over my story about how elderly people are being used as slaves in the United States of America, and soon to be replaced by robots. So then you won't be able to make any money when you get older. So I'm not really sure how you're supposed to pay for food and pay for a place to live, especially when things are incredibly expensive. So imagine somebody 64 years old making $16.50 an hour and having to pay his debt from COVID, and it's astronomical. So you know what? If you feel bad for me and you want to send me money, on Venmo I'm at @Jerry, Jerry, dash Bumpskey, Bumpskey. So if my story touched you in any way and you want to help me buy food this week, you can send money to @Jerry dash Bumpskey, Jerry dash Bumpskey, Bumpskey. And you'll see the Bumpskey character if you bring that up. And that's how you'll know it's me. All right? A lot of great music on the show tonight. A very sad story about how in America we're allowing businesses to use elderly people as slaves because they're pretty much stuck. There's not a lot of jobs available to them, especially if you don't have a lot of skills, or if people look at you like you don't have a lot of skills. You may have a lot of skills, but sometimes it's not about skills. It's about connections, who you know. So maybe that's a better way to phrase it. Maybe you don't have a lot of connections. Maybe that's it. And you wind up getting the lower paying jobs, which now are not available to you because kids want them, and robots are taking over, and AI, and all that great stuff. So we're slowly going to wind up making people commit suicide or die when they're in their 50s because nobody wants to allow or help elderly people. Instead, we want to enslave them. We're going to enslave elderly people. Very sad. Truly is. And I told my story, how I was used by a slave. How I was used to be a slave by my boss. And left in a unsafe work environment. Left to fend for myself in an unsafe work environment. Isn't that great? Isn't that wonderful? All right. Don't forget, be good to each other. Take care of each other. Love each other. Respect each other. If you can't do all those things at once, start with respect. Because once you respect somebody, and they respect you back, you can care about them. And then once you respect and care about somebody, if something should happen to that person, you might take care of them. Oh, you need a ride? Your car broke down? Come on, hop in. You don't have to call an Uber. I'll give you a ride. That's taking care of somebody. And then if you respect them and you care about them and you take care of them, you could learn to love them. And it doesn't have to be in a physical way. It could be in the way that one human being loves another human being. Hey, love you, man. Love you too. Love you too, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope so. It's not that difficult. You don't have to be a brain surgeon. Sometimes I think you do, but you don't. Pretty simple. I try to hold back as much as I could tonight. So you got the watered down version of my anger, my pain, and my suffering. Like I said, I haven't slept in 2 days, so I apologize. All right. Peace, everybody. Sending peace out to everybody. Because we need more peace. Definitely need more peace. Not enough peace in this world. No, there's not. No, there's not. There's a lot of abuse. No, not a lot of peace, but a lot of abuse. All right. Always remember and never forget.
Chicken parm time.
That's right. It truly is chicken parm time.
Get busy living or get busy dying. That's goddamn right.
If you could stand for our national anthem, that would be fantastic. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave? God bless the USA.